morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon. Apart from our immediate bridal party, would everybody else please take their seats? I'd like to welcome you all here this afternoon. The ceremony will be held in accordance with the civil law of this country, which requires both Paul and Margaret to declare their freedom to marry and to solemnly promise to take each other as partners for life. And now I must ask if any person knows of a lawful impediment preventing this marriage, they should declare it now. Very quiet. I think the next question I have to ask is, who presents Margaret in marriage to Paul?
I do.
Thank you very much, Joseph. If you'd like to take your seats, if you'd like to come here and stand in front of these two chairs that face each other. I'm now going to ask you both a question, and what everybody here is hoping for is an I do. Alright? So, Paul, do you take Margaret to be your lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold, to love and to cherish her today and for always?
I do.
I'm sorry, everyone is packing up to go home. And Margaret, do you take Paul to be your lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold, to love and to cherish him today and for always?
Thank you.
It's a bit quicker than So, the time has now come for Margaret and Paul to declare their freedom to marry. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I Oluwasegun Paul Oluwasegun may not be joined in matrimony to Olabisi Margaret Omotashaw. And now your turn, Margaret. Say these words to Paul. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Olabisi Margaret Omotashaw, may not be joined in matrimony to Oluwasegun Paul Oluwasegun. It's also been a long tradition in this country that the marriage contract is sealed by the giving and exchanging of a ring. A ring is used because, being a circle, it symbolises eternity, as it has neither beginning nor end. So, I'm going to ask Opayem to come up and join us. Did I say that right?
That's all right.
If you could stand next to Paul, and if you could pass him Margaret's ring. Paul, if you can place that on Margaret's left hand, her ring finger, and say these words to her. Margaret, I give you this ring.
Margaret, I give you this ring
as a token of our marriage. And as a symbol. Of all that we share. Pass Margaret Paul's ring. Margaret, if you can place that on Paul's left hand, ring finger, and say these words to him. Paul, I marry you with this ring.
Paul, I marry you with this ring.
With all that I have.
With all that I have.
And all that I am.
And all that I am.
Ah, lovely. Thank you very much. This is now the final part of the ceremony, where you'll exchange your marriage vows in front of your witnesses, which today are Bamajidi and, here we go, Olashubumi?
Yes.
So this is the main part of the ceremony, and it's as you say these words to each other that you become husband and wife. Okay? So Paul, I'm going to start with you. Say these words to Margaret. I, Oluwasegun Paul Oluwasegun,
I, Oluwasegun Paul Ewosho,
take you
take you, Olabisi Margaret Omotosho,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I promise to care for
I
you
promise to care for you
with love,
with love
friendship and
and
patience,
patience,
to support and comfort
to
you,
support and to comfort you,
and be faithful always.
and be faithful always.
These promises I make to you
This promises I make to you
for the rest of my life.
for the rest of my life.
And now, Margaret, if you can say your words to Paul. I, Olabisi Margaret Omotosho,
I, Olabisi Margaret Omotosho,
take you
take you, Oluwasegun Paul Ewosho,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
I promise to be loving,
I promise to be loving,
faithful and loyal to you,
faithful and loyal to you,
to love you in good times and bad,
to love you in good times and bad,
to give you the best of myself,
to give you the best of myself,
and to ask of you
and to ask of you
no more than you can give.
no more than you can give.
Well done. Marriage is love. It's more than the joining of two persons. It's the union of two hearts. It lives on the love that you give each other and never grows old, and it thrives on the joy of each new day. May you always be able to talk things over, to confide with each other,
Amen.
to laugh with each other, and to enjoy life together. May you have a lifetime of happiness and a home of warmth and understanding. Okay? So, Paul and Margaret, having exchanged your marriage vows in front of your friends, your family, your witnesses, Sally and myself, it's my greatest pleasure to announce that you are now husband and this is the end of your marriage ceremony today, but it's just the beginning of your new life together as husband and wife. So before we finish, myself and Sally would like to wish you a long and happy marriage. And just remember, marriage isn't about finding that person to live with, it's about finding that person you can't live without. Alright? So, ladies and gentlemen, could you all please be upstanding? And can you give your very, very loudest applause and raise the roof for the very, very new Mr. and Mrs.